Hi guys, welcome. Okay, I'm here for the first live read. I know I'm late, but I was doing a private reading that I just went way over. You know, that's why when people ask about the privates, some questions are yes and no questions. They take 2 seconds. Sometimes a situation that is at hand is, you know, something that really needs to be addressed. And that video, I answered one question. It was like 45 minutes long, but I can't cut it off if there's something that we really got to get into. So that's why when people are like, well, how many minutes for, it goes by question, and how long it goes is how long it goes. And I hope that I don't be a windbag and pinhead and you don't want to listen to it. But a lot of times I find that obviously like we get called to one another because we've been through, like somebody may want a reading from me because like for whatever reason we're led to one another because either I've been through it or I've been with someone who's been through it, and I can kind of give them that perspective. You know what I mean? So sometimes I've really got to get in there and and give it. And this was one of those readings that just lit at 45 minutes. Anyhow, okay. Where am I here? Enos, will my ex leave me alone? He's reached out. Okay, let's see. Will the ex leave us alone? Dylan, it would be nice if you could just back up a little bit. No, you're not moving? All right. Will my ex leave me alone? He's not going to give up for right away. He's not going to give up. He's, you may have to really stick it to him to get him to give up. He's going to reach out again. Yeah. Sister, how's he feeling towards me today? He comes up a little bit indecisive, but he comes up a little bit out of balance, a little indecisive. I mean, he thinks that you're kind, you're caring, you're creative, you're responsible, spiritual. But he also comes up a little indecisive and a little bit like justice is here in reverse, which means he may not be seeing the error of his ways. Not just yet. Marth, love reading. Marth, love reading. You've got an air sign around you that could be coming in out of the blue that could restore balance and patience and serenity to your life. A Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius. Looks like things maybe, you may be feeling like things are a little bit out of balance or a little bit upside down right now, but that's going to move into the past. I think this air sign may be coming in, but not right away. It may take like a month, 6 weeks, something like that. And then you have a wish around love. Moving past that, you start to cut ties or walk away from things that no longer serve you. It may not just be people. It could be places, things, or, you know, just whatever it is that's not working. Or you feel like you've been banging your head against the wall, you kind of walk away from those kind of things. And moving forward, you're working really hard on cultivating relationships with people, places, and things that work easier, that work a little bit smoother. Enos, what's coming in for me and in love? Well, it looks like, I don't know if he's somebody from your past, but you have somebody from your past coming back. That could be something separate. Somebody from your past comes back and you're not holding yourself back. When it comes to N, it looks like there could be some jealousy around this situation with the Devil card. And you may be feeling very weighed down and burdened by this situation. I don't know that things are moving forward so quickly with this guy. It might take some time to get it off the ground because it doesn't look like much is going on right now. Cade, how does Gabriel feel about me after the text I sent? Well, he feels a little bit undecided. He's got the Two of Swords in reverse. On one hand, he feels like he's made it to the top of the mountain. He can breathe a sigh of relief. He also feels like he's a little bit stable, but then he kind of feels a little bit argumentative on top of that. He feels like you have choices. He feels like you're attractive, kind, lucky, hardworking. He feels like you're stable, well-grounded, creative, and intuitive. But he's still kind of like, he may be like undecided about how to move forward. Like he comes up like on both sides of a sword. RZ, what's coming in for me and a ways? I'm a Virgo, he's an Aries. All right. What's coming in for love for me and a ways? Looks like things may be a little out of balance. The Temperance is in reverse, and there could be a secret that comes out. I don't know if there's a third party that's involved here. The Three of Cups would indicate that there's a third party around the situation. And the situation looks like it's a little bit weak right now. But once you get past all of this, like there's some drama and nonsense that goes on. And then moving past it, things could start to stabilize, but that probably wouldn't be for a couple of months. There could be some adventure coming in or some fun, exciting times ahead. Might take a minute though. Might not happen right away. L, should I walk away from my friend R? 70% chance you should. Alicia, how does Justin really feel about me romantically? He feels that you're kind, stable, attractive, pleasant to be around, hardworking, a positive person. He thinks hardworking comes up again. He thinks you're very attractive. He thinks that you guys have a good connection and that you're very serene and sincere. Miss Ronnie, update on spiritual growth. You may be feeling like a minor setback has happened. It's not true. There are no setbacks. You're continuing to move forward. Be careful that you don't ignore your intuition when it's strong and it feels like a little bit weird or far out or strange. Like, no, that can't be right. Continue to listen to it. Your intuition is pretty strong. You're well prepared to stay on this journey, and there's no turning back now anyway. So just continue to roll with it. You know, the interesting thing is that I think, especially when it comes to intuition and, you know, any of those extrasensory type of things, like we always look at them, like people are always like, oh, it's a gift, right? So-and-so has got this gift. But it took me a long time to realize that it also can be somewhat of a curse, you know? And I've heard that before, but I didn't believe it until I really started to feel things myself, because a lot of times, and I don't really know why, it seems like negative things come through stronger. Like you'll be sure of something negative first before you'll be sure of something positive. And then it's like really annoying because it's like, damn, I knew that was going to happen. How come I can get such a strong feeling when it's so negative like that? It's probably because fear and negativity and that kind of stuff are strong, and we're used to feeling that, right? Because we're living in this kind of crazy world. But you may have a moment like that comes up where you're like, damn, I felt that, or I knew something like that was going to happen. Why did it have to be something that was negative? I don't think it's for you personally, though. I think it's something that you may hear about, not like something that affects your life personally. Tessa, is my boyfriend Aries jealous of me? You know what? He comes up a little bit undecided and a little bit like there's regret. So I'm thinking he probably is a little bit jealous of you. Yeah. RZ, why did Timur remove the block? Will he reach out? He's going to reach out. I think he felt like he was being childish. So I think he felt like the whole blocking thing was childish. He's going to reach out. Yeah, this will blow over. Paola, is the Aquarius M interested in me? Will he take action? Yes and yes. He's actually coming up as very prepared. Oh, damn. Yes, he will. He comes up as very prepared. I think that it could happen sooner than you think. Let me just plug this in because I got notification that I'm at 20%. The sun. It's time of the day the stupid sun is really right in my face. Why is my head so big? Oh, no. Oh, no. I don't want to have a big head like that. Oh, shit. Hang on here. Oh, now this has got to be in the way. Shit. Technical difficulties here. All right, there we go. Is my head a little bit smaller? God. Oh my God. It's like when you look through the peephole in the door and like the person's face is like... Krista, how is Jay's energy today? He's a little anxious. He's got a little anxiety around him. Anxiety and depression. Use your intuition. I think that you're kind of tuning into what's going on with him today. His intuition comes up. Huh. He feels like his happiness is delayed, or he's waiting for happiness. Yeah, he's a little off today. Adam's current feelings for Sue Rucci. Okay. Adam's current feelings. He's feeling like there's something about money and stability that comes up around you with him. He thinks that you're balanced, well-grounded, a little bit argumentative. He's a little undecided or a little unsure. He feels like he's got choices. He thinks that you're attractive, happy, lucky, smart, intuitive, and nurturing. Susie, he mentioned getting engaged. Was he joking? He was sort of half joking. He was not 100% joking. He was a little bit half joking there. I think he was kind of throwing it out there for a feel to see, you know, how you were going to react. Choco, why did Ramon tell me last night that he's in love with me? Oh, I think he is in love with you. I don't think that that's a lie. Yeah, I think that he really is in love with you. I think that he's involved with another person. I think there's a third party here with the Three of Cups in reverse. I think he's feeling unsuccessful. I think he's feeling a little bit impatient, a little bit upside down. But I don't doubt for a second that he's in love with you. Mars, reading on me in the Cancer. This situation could be up and down. It could be a little bit up and down. So here's the Cancer with the Queen of Cups, could be a Cancer. Feeling like you made it to the top of the mountain, but then shortly after you feel like there's a lot of weight sitting on your shoulders. Then after that, you feel like you're not waiting for your ship to come in anymore, and you're kind of focused on making this relationship work, whatever this relationship is. But then you may walk away from it because you feel a little bit unprepared. I don't know, maybe the Cancer comes off too strong, or maybe they demand too much. It's a little bit up and down. Jada. Should I move on from my crush, Khalil? I only get 33% chance that you should move on, but if somebody else were to show up, I wouldn't tell you to sit around and wait for him. Not at all. If there's another interest around you, I would say go for it. Miss Rosie, does they want more than a physical relationship with me? Yeah, I think so. I don't think this is only physical. Chloe, Mark's current feelings towards me. Oh, and there's one for Hannah that I gotta do. I hope I didn't pass it. I don't see it yet. Mark's current feelings. Thinks that you're very smart, very intelligent, that you have the world at your feet. You have a way with words, you're prepared. You're loving, you're kind, you're well balanced, you're attractive, you're constantly evolving and growing. He may be a little bit intimidated by you at some points. That's okay. And he thinks that you're very creative and charming. Julie, the energy for the next month with Donald's relationship with his girlfriend. Okay, what's going on with Donald and his girlfriend? Oh. Well, it looks like things may be a little bit upside down and not really happy. So they're not holding themselves back either. So this could be confronting the problems or admitting there's a problem, or it could be, you know, confronting the situation head on. It looks like things go out of balance. There's a lot of bickering and arguing going on next month. And neither one of them is listening to their intuition with the High Priestess in reverse. Jay Allen, Amy's current feelings. She thinks that you're attractive, hardworking. Attractive comes up again. Balanced, creative, successful, and also like destined to be successful. Like he's going to be something, kind of a thing. She thinks that you guys could have a nice connection, and she feels very passionately. Oh, there's Hannah. Um, who is the person returning from my past? I got a reading saying someone is returning. Let's see. Who's coming back from the past? Fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. It could be somebody who you had a disaster around. So a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, there was a disaster around, and it could be somebody that you know from work, or this could be work or school. It doesn't have to be, like when somebody from your past comes back, it doesn't have to be an ex-love. It's just somebody from your past. You know, like for me, I mean, I've had people from my past come back and then gotten involved with them, but they were people who I knew of in the past. I was never with before. And it's happened to me several times. And the thing is that whenever somebody says that, oh, somebody's coming back from your past, I think we automatically think, okay, well, I dated him and I dated him and I dated him. But we don't really think that it could be anybody from the past. Like, for example, when I met, well, I mean, it's happened to me a couple of times. There was one time where I went to my high school reunion, and I was told somebody from my past was going to be significant, and I never would have dreamed that I was going to become friends with this guy, Matt, who I knew of in high school, but we weren't even friends. But he was someone from my past, you know, like I reconnected with him at my high school reunion, but I knew of him in the past. We never dated. We never dated ever, but that he's still from my past. Golden. Will Ramon and I work out in the long-term commitment? You know what? It could work out. It's going to take a whole lot of hard work, and I don't know if you're going to want to put in all this work. I think it's going to be your choice at the end of the day, but it's going to take a lot of hard work. He's got a lot of insecurities. That's why there's other women around him. Not because he's in love with them or because he's even into them. It's just because he's insecure. Susie, are things going to get better between us now? Things are looking up, but I still think it's going to be a road. You're going to have a road ahead of you. It looks like things are getting better, or they're on the way to getting better, but I still think he's going to have a little bit of crazy behavior that shows up every now and again. Choco, why does he feeling that way? Is it about the third party? Why is he feeling that way? He's feeling stuck. He feels very stuck. I don't know that it has anything to do with the third party. The third party and him don't look like they're on the best of terms. Lovers' card is in reverse, and it looks like they're in a slowdown with the Chariot in reverse. Looks like he feels like he maybe put in a lot of hard work, didn't see a payoff. No, I think that they're different situations. I don't think one thing has to do with the other. Let me put it that way. And I don't think that that third party, he's in such a great place with that person. Julie, will Don's girl play him with another man? I'm only getting a 33% chance that she plays him with another man. I'm not convinced of that, not at this point anyway. Hosty, why did HP, Aries, Sun, Cancer, Moon, ghost me in December? We had a great connect, and he seems to like me. All right. Why did he ghost? Looks like he had a personal disaster that happened around him. This is right in the center of the spread. Held himself back due to a personal disaster. He felt like he couldn't gain control of the world, of his world, and he walked away. I don't think it had anything to do with you. I think it had to do with something that happened around him. Something that was a big disaster. The tower is a pretty big disaster. Who knows if it was something that happened around his family or something that happened around work. Whatever it was big enough that he had to take care of it, and that was his main focus. Balance. How did the CEO and panel view me during my interview today? I think it went well. You got the Magician here, which means you can make it into anything that you want. When this card shows up, it's yours should you want it. It also looks like you're not worried about money moving forward. So if this is going to give you a raise or put more money in your pocket, I would think that you're going to get it. You have a wish around this situation, which is pretty positive. It also looks like life is moving forward pretty quickly. So I think that you made a good impression. I think you made a good impression. Ashmita, why does RJ come forward and then hold back? Why does RJ come forward and then hold back? Oh, excuse me there, miss. Well, it does look like there's something that has to do with work, right? There's work issues around him. It also looks like he's got choices that he's got to make around him. He looks like he's got a little bit of regret that's moving into the past, but he may be revisiting that and feeling like he's made it to the top of the mountain. I think he's got a lot of stuff happening around work, to be honest. I think that that's why he comes forward and steps back. I think he gets preoccupied when it comes to work. Krista, is Jay ready to make any changes in his life yet? I'm only getting a 33% chance that he's ready. However, there's a lot of arguing and bickering going on around him, so this may come, the universe may make the decision for him if he doesn't make it himself. You know, like, we can only put things off so long. I really feel like, and I hope I'm not being overly optimistic, but I really feel like we're moving into a time where we're going to be moving away from things that aren't working for us on a personal level, but also universally. And I think that, you know, Lori, who I always recommend her channel because she is really, really connected to the other side. Like, she really knows what's going on. And it's funny because I don't know how well her channel does. Like, we never spoke about it, but I feel like her channel is really underrated. Like, when you compare her to some other channels, I'm like, All right, well, maybe she doesn't have all the fancy stars and lights and stuff like that, but the information that she gives, like, she is really connected to the other side, like the spiritual world. And she keeps saying, and she's been saying it for months now, that people's masks are falling off. And, you know, I've always kind of believed that eventually people get exposed for who they are. Like, that's just something I kind of always believed. But I've been kind of seeing it in my own life. And I've been seeing it, like recently, what I've been going through with a friend of mine who I really thought that this person was a good friend. And she hasn't done anything to me. Like, it's not like she's done anything that's betrayed me. She's just not who she says she is. You know, it's like when you start to see that about people, like once you see it, you can't unsee it. And I think that's starting to happen for a lot of people. They're starting to get exposed for who they are. Now, if you're not hiding anything and you're legit, you got nothing to worry about. But people that are hiding behind things, it's like, I feel like a lot of people are going to start to feel like they're naked in front of the classroom, because I think that that's what's going on here. Really interesting. It's really interesting. I had a really interesting dream last night. You know how you have the dream where you're naked in front of the classroom? I had a dream that somebody else was naked. Yeah, very strange. Very strange. It was a very strange dream. But anyway. NC, does the Sagittarius love me, or is he leading me on? NC, does the Sagittarius love me? You got a 33% chance that the Sagittarius loves you. I don't want to say that they're leading you on. I just think that they may not be 100% there yet. I don't think that their intentions are, I'm going to pretend to be something that I'm not, you know, like those people I was just talking about. I'm not 100% sure that they're there yet. Doesn't mean it can't happen. Mimi, is Dee going to confess her true feelings to me? Yes. Yeah, and that could happen pretty quickly too. Julie, will I find work in the month of June or July? I think so. I think you'll be working. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure of that. Jay Allen, what zodiac sign wants me the most right now? Fire sign. Sagittarius. Fire sign Sagittarius wants you the most. Doesn't mean there's not other people around you, but that comes up strongest. PY. Anna's ever confessed romantic feelings for me? Or Pisces? Okay. Will Anna's ever confess romantic feelings? I'm only getting a 33% chance that right now, Pisces confess his feelings. So it might take time. It could be a little bit down the road. May not happen for a while yet. Go back up to the top. P-Love, love. P-Love, love. Hey, what's going on there, miss? You may be feeling like you have not made it to the top of the mountain, or you have an uphill battle ahead of you. And you may be feeling a little bit out of balance and a little bit impatient. But moving forward, you have an earth sign coming in. If you're not with anyone right now, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo shows up. They may present you with an offer that you can't refuse, and it brings great happiness to your life. So look out for an earth sign, especially if you're feeling a little bit disenchanted. Dylan, you know, we got a big enough bed here. If you were to roll back, maybe I could. This guy. Miss Ronnie, General. Leaving things in the past that no longer work for you. You're walking away from a lot of people, places, and things that aren't doing it for you. And moving forward, you've got the power of manifestation, so focus on what you want, not what you don't want. Maybe feeling a little bit unprepared, but you're embarking on a new journey that's going to evolve and transform your life. You'll have the world at your feet, and you're going to be feeling very successful. This may happen over the course of months, though. It may not be something that happens right away. Lauren, is it completely over with me and Jim? No, I'm only getting a 33% chance that it's totally over, but it does look like you might be separated for some time, or it may take time before you can get back to where you want to be. You may have a little bit of a road ahead of you, but it doesn't look like it's over for good. Jelena, how does D feel about me now? I haven't contacted him as you advised me. We had a group meeting online from work yesterday. Okay. How does D feel about me now? Okay, well, right now, it's still coming up like, well, they're not holding themselves back anymore, so they may be coming forward more. But Lovers is in reverse. So you still may not be getting exactly what you want from the situation, and I can't remember exactly what you want. Doesn't matter. I'm just going to tell you what it says. There's going to be some hard work happening moving forward and leaving the past in the past. Coming up, you guys are going to come to a crossroads, or you're going to come to a crossroads where you have to make a decision as to where you want to take this relationship, if you choose to take it anywhere. It's going to be your call at the end of the day, but the sun is in reverse, which only means that happiness may be delayed. It doesn't mean that you're not going to get it. So if you wanted to cultivate this relationship, it just may take a little bit of work, but I think that you're on the right track now. I'm glad that if you haven't contacted him, if I told you not to, it probably because he wasn't responding to you. That's usually when I tell people that. I think things are going to start to change moving forward. I think out of the blue, the Page of Swords, you could hear from him, and he may be wanting to spend time with you because the happy home is here. So the happy home indicates, like, this card can be, it's a positive sign, and it's always like, it like brings things to the next level. Like if you were dating him, I would say you could get engaged. If you guys aren't speaking, this could be you guys talking more frequently, or you guys hanging out at somebody's house or spending more time together. So I think that you're on the right track. Felicita, I didn't see the question. Let me see if I can find the question. Felicita, can you send the question with blue hearts? And I will answer for Julie. When will Dawn break with the girl? Right timing question. It could be sometime this summer or between the summer and October. It should be over. It should be over before October ends. Araceli, what consequences will the email I just sent get me? Uh-oh. My mother used to always say, don't put anything in writing because you can't deny it. All right, let's see. What consequences? Uh-oh, you got a tower moment. You've got a tower moment here because a secret is going to be revealed. That's what's going to happen. But it's going to bring you to success. Success comes from it. So I don't know what the whole situation is, and it doesn't matter. It looks like you may have stepped out of your comfort zone by doing this. A secret gets revealed. It causes a tower moment, but it leads you to success. Felicita, why didn't he go through with our relationship? He's going to. He's going to. He's holding himself back, but you have the Lover's card, passion, and success. Something's going to change around the situation. So he may have held himself back, got cold feet, got a little bit nervous about something, but it's going to change. Moon, general. You are starting a new transformation. You're evolving as a person. Moving forward, all 10 cups are full. So whatever this new, changing or whatever, it's for the better. It looks like you have some adventure coming in. You may have a trip coming up too. Some kind of a trip around water, across water, overseas. It even could be a day trip. It doesn't, it could be like a day trip to the beach. Feeling prepared, and you have more money coming in. That might take a couple of months, but it looks like a substantial amount of money comes in, maybe over the summer. Oh, Rebecca, that might have been, you know what happens sometimes? For whatever reason, the app just shuts off. I have no idea why. It just shuts off. It doesn't buffer, it just shuts off. But on the thing, it buffers. So that may be what happened. So you wanted to know what's happening with me in the Pisces. Okay. Well, it's a little bit up and down. So it's like first it shows being prepared for the relationship, prepared to make a change, but then being indecisive and unsure. Or it could be finally deciding to make the change and sticking to it. Sometimes the Two of Swords to me can go either way. It looks like there's a lot of strength around this relationship, but there are also some demons. I feel like what's coming up is if I don't remember the exact situation or what's going on, but if you don't get what you want, I think you're going to walk away from it because you've got the Eight of Cups. And it's like feeling like either I've put in enough effort or I put in enough time and I'm walking away. If that doesn't resonate with you, this card can mean the other person walks away. Like, I'm feeling like it's not working for me. When the Eight of Cups shows up, it's like feeling like it's not working. But you have a road ahead of you before you get to this point. So there can be a lot of ups and downs before you get to this point. The Lover's card is here, and there's also passion. But I think that there may be some ups and downs moving forward, but I think at the end of the day, it may be your decision, and you may decide to walk away from this person if you don't get what you want. I really think that's what's going to happen. I think it's going to be your choice, which is a good thing. You know, it always kind of pisses me off because I've heard it before too. Oh, well, it's going to be your decision. And there have been situations that I have been in where, yeah, it was my decision, but it wasn't like, I feel like it was my decision because I finally got over it, not because I had something going on that was that much better. Do you know what I mean? Like, and so like, I always kind of hate when people say, well, it's going to be your decision, because I always feel like for myself, when people have told that to me, it's not because it was because I was standing there with like a great prize. It was just more of like, you know what, I'm over this. It just doesn't do it for me anymore. The hell with it. And I walked away. But it doesn't really make up for all the hurt and the bullshit that went on while I was suffering through it. You know what I mean? Like, it almost feels like, for me anyway, this may not be the same for you. Like, feels like kind of like a letdown. Like, I don't know, but that's me. That doesn't have to be for you. Krista, is Jay hoping I reach out or knows that I'm waiting on him? I don't know that he thinks that you're waiting on him, because strength is in reverse for him. So he may be feeling weak, like he wants you to reach out to him. Julie, when Don tries to come back to me, would he be faithful or run back to this girl? All right, will he be faithful? You know what? When he comes back, it's going to be a process. He may run back to her a couple of times. Oh, baby. Like, I think he may come back before she's totally out of the picture. So there may be a little bit of back and forth crap. But I think inevitably she goes. You know, it might be the kind of thing where, you know, there's a little bit of indecisiveness there for a minute. Anna, what are Christopher's feelings towards me today? He feels that you're independent, well-grounded, stable. He feels a little bit burdened. There's a little bit of burden around him, and he's feeling a little bit unsuccessful. But that's in himself. That has nothing to do with you. He feels that you can be a little bit argumentative, but you come off as very stable. He thinks that you're attractive, loving, and kind. J Mac, how does Caitlin's feelings about me now? Oh, she thinks she comes off as very attracted to you right now. She thinks that you're successful, well-driven, that you have a lot of choices. You're successful, creative, honest, and caring. Anna, if I don't talk to Christopher, will he reach out? Maybe not today. He may hold himself back today, but you'll hear from him soon, like within the next couple of days. Ariane, what's coming in for Craig in regards to work? It looks like there may be some arguments when it comes to work. There may be fighting, arguments, bickering, or either fighting about work, fighting for work. There's something that's unpleasant. However, there also may be a delay, but there's money coming in, and there should be really good money coming in soon. There could still be a lot of fighting. Balance comes in. It looks like sometime in April. If he's not working, he should have something by the end of April. But that might not be permanent. He may get a permanent job or find something else this fall that is better for him. Like he may just do whatever, you know, until something else comes along. It looks like things may be a little bit up and down, but they don't really go down that much. So it may be a little bit uncertain at moments, but it never gets terrible when it comes to work for him. So if he doesn't have anything, he should be finding something before the end of April, and it shouldn't be so bad. It looks like things can turn around really quickly for him too. But even on his worst days, it doesn't look like things are really bad as far as like overall. You know, like it'll be fine. It'll work itself out. Miss Ronnie, what is my boss's problem? She's literally a spawn of Satan. I don't doubt. Well, she may feel like she's been held back, or she feels like she doesn't get respected for what she does. It probably has nothing to do with you. It probably has something to do with somebody else in her life, whoever that is. If she has higher ups above her, they come down on her, or it could just be that there's somebody in her life, a husband, a boyfriend, whoever, a father, whoever it is, that gives her a really hard time, and she takes it out on everyone else because she can. She feels like her life is not moving forward. She's stuck. Unfortunately, it's unfortunate that she like manifests things that way, because it does look like she has potential, but she doesn't use it. She's her own worst enemy. You got justice coming up here. So justice can be served around this person. So she should really be very careful with what kind of karma she's cultivating for herself, especially when this card shows up. Julie, energy for me and Rich's relationship next month. You're holding yourself back, or somebody's holding themselves back. It's like that kind of energy is like there's so much more to come, but I'm not allowing myself to experience it yet. I'm holding myself back. But that's not going to last forever. Then things should move forward quickly. So next month may be a little bit stagnant, but the following month things should pick up. But the lines could be kind of blurred. Like you can't say that from April 1st to April 30th things are stagnant and then things take off May 1st. So this is sort of like the time frame's got to be a little bit less rigid. Tarot. How will Eric feel about my last post about my piece? He comes up feeling weak. Weak, but like he's changing and evolving. There's transformation coming in. All right, I'm going back up to the top. Malika, Michael's current feelings towards me. When do you see communication? Communication can come in pretty soon, within the next 2 weeks. The energy around the two of you is celebration, so that's good. Celebration, but also a little bit stagnant. So keep that in mind. There may be some arguments, or there may be a little bit of tension around the situation, but overall, there's celebration. So it's good. J-Mac, how does Caitlin see me right now? Did I do that one already? Why do I feel like I did that one already? Didn't I say that she felt really like... Oh, you already asked that one. So you want to ask something different? I answered it not that long ago, because I remember the first thing I said, she's really attracted to you right now. So if you want to ask a different question... All right, while I wait for that, I will answer another one. Jovi Elf, does he still think about me, and are we done? Is he coming back, and if so, when? Right, is he coming back? I think he comes back. It may take a while. It may not happen until September, but I think he comes back. Rara, can I know the intentions of Janita towards me? I want to know if he's lying to his girlfriend about me or talking behind my back. Okay. I don't think that he's lying or talking behind your back. I don't think that he's got any clear-cut intentions, but he's not coming off as being a liar or like he's talking behind your back. Not at this point anyway. Jay, what's making Caitlin more attracted to me? Excuse me, Dylan. Don't throw the cards on the floor. My God, this guy. I don't know. It could be something that's just going on inside her, and it's like it's manifesting in her. She's got a wish. She's got happiness around you. She feels like she's coming forward with an offering of love. She could be working really hard on this situation, and she could be coming in out of the blue. So it's like all of a sudden, like a light switch flicked. I don't know. It could be something like it just hit her. It just came out of the blue, where all of a sudden she's like she went from like she was always attracted to you, but now it's like she's more attracted to you. I don't know if something about you changed or she's looking at you in a different light. Like that's the thing when it comes to like being physically attracted to someone. I know for myself, I have to be connected to somebody on a physical level. Otherwise, I don't really find them attractive. I don't care really what you look like. And then somebody becomes really attractive to me if I connect that way. So who knows? Maybe she saw something or somebody said something about you and it just came off. Something that resonated with her, clicked, and made you that much more attractive. It's rare that like a person's looks does it all. You know what I mean? Like looks are only like when they say that looks are surface, they are very surface. There's always so much more that's going on underneath it. Lauren, when will he contact me? It could be within the next 13. If it doesn't happen in the next 13 days, it's going to take 13 weeks. There's a 13 around it. Anna, Christopher is mad at me. Will he tell me he's sorry? Wait, he's mad at you? He's mad at you, but you're mad at him. If he's mad at you, why is he going to apologize? All right, I'm going to just ask if he's going to apologize. No, he's not going to apologize. I didn't get any aces. He actually's got the strength card. He's feeling pretty strong. But I don't know if he's mad at you, why would he be the one apologizing? So maybe I'm not understanding the question, but according to the cards, no, he's not going to apologize. Ariane, what's going on at my work? There seems to be weakness happening around work. Like, I don't know if the company's feeling weak or they're feeling strained. I mean, most companies are right now because like everything is shut down. But it does look like moving forward, they have either a business plan or a new opportunity. There's stability around them and you're going to be feeling appreciated. So regardless of what's going on right now, I think things work out for you. Oh, you're mad at him. Is that what it said and I read it wrong? Oh, is he mad at me? It's still not coming up that he's apologizing. So he may not either realize that he's mad at you or understand why you're mad at him. You know what I mean? Like he may not realize that he did something stupid. That happens. Right? I keep telling him that story about my boyfriend Tom that time. This stupid girl that we worked with was trying to make her boyfriend jealous. So she asked my boyfriend to take her for a ride, like to the deli or something. And I got so mad at him because he took her to the deli. And I didn't call him. And I don't know. I was being a complete bitch. Meanwhile, he had no idea what he did was wrong. Like he was like, oh, I just gave her a ride to the deli. But like she used him to make someone else jealous and it really got under my skin. But he had no idea. He had no idea what she was doing. He had no idea I was mad at him. Like the whole thing was like, the whole thing was like the dumbest thing ever. But anyhow, he was clueless. So I don't think that he really understand. Maybe he doesn't really understand why you're mad. I would reach out to him. I know it came up before you weren't going to speak today. Maybe give it a day and reach out to him tomorrow if you don't hear from him. But I do think you're going to hear from him and you'll get it all sorted out. I don't stress over it because I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal, you know, in the long run. Jada, does Khalil still have a crush on me? And does he care what his friends think of me? As of right now, it looks like he may be walking away from this situation. I don't know what's going on with the two of you, but it doesn't look like he's coming forward. It looks like he's walking away. I don't think it has anything to do with the friends, but he may be taking a break or he may be needing some space right now. Araceli, what are P's current feelings towards me? Okay, P. What's P's current feelings towards me? He thinks that you're stable and that there's a reason why the two of you were brought together. He thinks that you're prepared, loving, kind, attractive. You make a great friend. And you're honest. Stephanie, how is he feeling about me today? No contact. Well, he thinks that you're argumentative, but he's just taking a break. You're going to hear from him. Like he's just taking a breath today. Yeah, I would think that either you'll hear from him tonight or you'll hear from him tomorrow and things will kind of work themselves out. The Queen of Swords would be like sharp words or argumentative or something that we already know that already happened. But then moving forward, he comes forward and things kind of get back on track or they move forward fast. So right now, he's just taking a breath. And similar to the last one that I read, I think that things are going to, over the next couple of days, kind of work themselves out. Araceli, why does S check my Twitter? Will he contact? Okay, does S check the Twitter? Yes, he does. And yes, he's going to contact. I mean, and he's going to reach out and present you with some kind of an offer that you can't refuse. No, Anna, but I'll be back on at 9:30. Well, at 7, I don't know. What time is it right now? I'm getting hungry, so I'm going to have dinner soon. I don't think I'll still be on at 7, but I'll be back on at 9:30. Silver, can I trust my supervisor? I wouldn't. The supervisor's got the moon in reverse around them, so they've got some kind of a secret. I wouldn't trust them. I don't trust them. Krista, I feel Jay owes me an apology. Should I reach out anyway? %, chance you should reach out anyway. Justice is here. So I think that you will get your apology. Whether you reach out to him first or he reaches out to you first, at the end of the day isn't going to make a difference. I think that he's going to apologize regardless. Araceli, general for work. You may be feeling unnerved, uprooted. You may also be feeling a little bit weak when it comes to work, but moving forward, you've got success around work and you have the world at your feet. You also may be leaving one job for something better, or it might not be that you may not be leaving one company, but you may be switching jobs or moving things around. There's an offer in front of you that you're not going to be able to refuse, and there's cause for celebration coming up, so don't worry. Because once again, I think that no matter how bad things could be right now, I think that they're going to work out in the end. I feel like that, though, is like a universal thing that's happening for a lot of people. Like, I don't know, let's just say that you worked at one job and whatever it is that you did, it just wasn't your thing. And it reminds me, I had a friend who, she was a temp for some company where her job was scanning tags in the warehouse, and that's what she kept saying. She's like, I just don't want to be scanning tags in a warehouse. It was a temporary job, but she just had so much anxiety about it. She hated doing it. So, like, if you're doing something like that, I think that the way the things are happening, the way things are transitioning, those kind of jobs that people do not want to do they're going to fall to the wayside, and people are going to be led to do what they're really meant to do. Now, there are a lot of people that want the kind of job where they go in and they just scan tags in the warehouse and don't bother me. That's it. I worked with a girl. She was a young girl when I worked at A&P, and she wanted to work from 9 to 1 and just be a cashier and go home. She did not want to become bookkeeper. She didn't want to become a manager. She just wanted to work her 4 hours and go home 9 to 1. That's it. She did not want to move up the ladder. She did not care. So not everybody wants more. And that is, somebody else will come in and take the job scanning tags in the warehouse, so that that's all that they have to do, and then they go home and they don't have to worry about it. So I think that we're starting, like, the puzzle pieces are starting to fall into place for a lot of people in a lot of areas of their lives. And I don't think that we have to put in too much, not crazy amount of effort for things to start happening for us. Silver, how does Mia feel about me? Contact soon. Contact could happen in the next 7 days. 7 days to 7 weeks. How does Mia feel about silver sneakers? thinking about you a lot lately. Feeling a little bit weighed down and burdened, but feels that you're very creative, very well balanced, like you've made it to the top of the mountain. That feels very connected to you. Feels that you're loving and kind. You have a kind heart. You make a good friend. You're loyal, caring, passionate, and well balanced. I think that you should hear from her soon, or relatively soon. Silver sneakers. Well, I passed my science lecture class with a C, or well, I passed my science lecture class with a C. I think that you can do better than a C. I think that you may pass with higher than a C. 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups would be happiness. Sandy. How does the Aries feel for me, and will we meet up over this coronavirus is over? You're going to meet up. You will meet up. This person feels sorry and regretful over whatever happened between you, or that they haven't seen or spoken to you because they got the 5 of Cups around them. So yeah, I do think that you're going to meet up. Beautiful Aries. Love reading for me in the Cancer. Okay. Love reading for me in the Cancer. You guys have a tower moment right in the middle of your spread, but this may end up being a good thing. This literally may be destroying everything and rebuilding it right from the ground up, because there's happiness that comes in on all levels with the sun here after the tower. It also looks like some stability can come in afterwards. Now, I don't know what your relationship is with them right now, but if you haven't seen or spoken to them, you're going to hear from them out of the blue. You could have this tower moment. But just remember that when you're going through it, it's like the sun comes out after the storm. And that's literally what came out in the reading. So if you're going through a tower moment, or you will be going through a tower moment, just keep that in mind. Silver sneaker. Is the supervisor I shouldn't trust going to cause problems for me in the near future? I don't think so. Only 33% chance. I don't think so. Stephanie, did he look for me today at work? I called out. I don't think he went looking for you today. No, I think that he's taken a breath. I think that you'll probably hear from him tomorrow or relatively soon. Stephanie, does he understand why I'm mad at his actions? No, he doesn't really get it. He's not really getting it. Anna, Will I get a gift house this year from my son or purchase? Will I get a gift house this year from my son? Let me ask that first. I think you're going to buy a house. I think you're going to buy a house. All right, I'm getting hungry. So I think I made it through the super chats. Let me get the moderators, and then I'll be back on tonight at 9:30. I still have that sale going on if anybody's interested. And the tarot course if anybody wants. You know, once I have all of the tarot videos done, I may just sell the whole course with for a lump sum. I got to see how long it's going to take me. So that may be, somebody may be more interested in doing it that way. But right now I don't have them all done yet. Mel, why is the universe pulling so badly for the Aries to return? I keep hearing that it's divinely guided. Oh, God. Oh, man. Oh, damn. Once again, it's going to be your choice. 7 of Cups. I hate that. Well, it does look like you guys have a spiritual connection, and it looks like you have good karma. This is justice that comes in for you. So he may come back to rectify the situation. The choice will be yours. I hate that, but that's what's going to happen. There looks like there could be happiness this time if you decide to go for it. I know this could be very frustrating. It looks like he may go through an evolution or a transformation, or that may happen once you guys get back together, or once you guys are in each other's lives, or whatever. But there is definitely more to come from this. Oh, shit's hard. Sarah, what is Omid the Cancer currently feeling towards me? He feels that you're very well prepared. He feels that you can be a little bit argumentative. He thinks that you're attractive and kind. He thinks that you're happy, adventurous, spontaneous, carefree, loyal, and honest. Brandy, does Devrick think about before he goes to sleep? Does Devrick think about me before he goes to sleep? Yes, he does. He does, frequently. Oh, damn, both cards. It was just Mel and Brandy that was here today, moderator-wise. Oh, Jalella's been here. All right, Jalella, send me a question and I will answer it before I go. Yeah, I try not to skip, I try to get people in when I can, I don't like to let people go too long. It's not right. Is Sam honest with me? You know what? Overall, he's pretty honest. He may leave some things out, or he may embellish a couple of things, but overall, he comes off as mainly honest. Yeah. Megs, love. You got a slow-moving Capricorn around you. If you're not with anyone right now, you can expect a slow and steady Capricorn. May drive you nuts, but he's pretty loyal. If you are with someone right now, then that would mean that you're slow and steady with the current person. And with the Devil card, it could be that jealousy and demons rear their ugly head. If you're not with anyone, then don't even worry about that, because it's a Capricorn that's showing up. And you're leaving the past in the past, moving forward with the Capricorn. Starting to feel a little bit more balanced, a little bit more appreciated. And you have a wish that comes true around love. So it's a good thing. Now, if you're, it's two different readings depending on where you are. If you're single, Capricorn comes in, they're a slow mover, but they're legit. You have a wish, things move forward, you feel very appreciated. If you're with someone, your current relationship will be moving forward slowly, but you're going to have to address some demons and maybe a little bit of jealousy. But then that will go into the past and you still get a wish and you still move forward. But it's a little bit different. It's what the Devil represents depending on where you are in your love life. All right, guys, I'm going to go right now. I'm going to eat, and I will be back on tonight at about 9:30. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Thank you all. I'll see you in a little while. Bye-bye.